You are fluid. You just need to realize it. And when you become fluid, you will double your business or win the lottery or attract a specific person, like my clients do. And I even had a guy here on YouTube tell me, complete stranger, that I helped him manifest 1 million Australian dollars. I'll just put the quote. I also put it in another video. I just find it funny that you do not need me as a coach. You just need to apply what I'm telling you. In this YouTube video, I'll try to do the same and talk about fluidity. Like the fluidity of man is when you have this key, you do not need any other keys. The fluidity of man is the master key. It will unlock any door to any reality that you would like to have. To do this, I will get help from my good friends. And the good friends that I'm going to get the help from is quotes from the Quran, the Bible, Neville Goddard, as usually. So let's begin. Man is not firm. He is fluid. And just before I have the quotes, you will need to realize this, and you will need to listen to these quotes very carefully and realizing that the identity you think you have is not you. It's simply where you are resting your awareness. Your parents told you to become something specific. Your society did. Your country did. Your friends did. And the people that has not forgotten yet is they are kids, right? And if you have kids, you know this, that little John, he is not John when he is with his friends, right? Then he's a dragon, right? And I'm telling you this because you need to realize how true that is. Obviously, he is not. He might not be a dragon. I don't know, but kids, they have not forgotten that they can just rest their awareness in any place. And if you have kids, you will know that they are the greatest manifestors. They will simply just rest their awareness in a place and they will have it. And you will hear crazy stories with kids where they can just like entertain something and then later that day it will enter their reality. Right? Your kid will draw a butterfly on a paper and then later that day the garden will be filled with butterflies or something like that. And you will need to rewind back to that place where you have not yet decided with your awareness, I would just like to stay here. I would never like to leave this place. I will not go traveling with my awareness. I'll just have this opinion forever about myself. I will feel myself feeling doubt or anxious or whatever, but I would like to stay there. And anytime I have a good thought, I will just pull myself back into being negative because that is who I am, right? You will need to build a new house, a house of faith, and we'll talk about that right now. Stick around. Hopefully it's going to be very lovely. First off, we'll start with some quotes that talks about how we are indeed travelers in our own mind. Romans 12:2, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. The Quran, indeed, we created man in stages. Neville, man is all imagination, and God is man and exists in us, and we in him. You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are the witness of both. So these four quotes, they talk about you are consciousness in motion. You are the expansion of consciousness. You are, if we see source, God, Allah, whatever you believe in, as the collective consciousness, the hand, the body, and you are one of the fingers. And every living human being is one of the fingers. That finger is moving, trying to touch new stuff, simply expanding itself, learning new stuff about itself. That is the way consciousness would like to expand, learn new stuff. That is why there is no bad experience, good experience, because it tells us what we would like less of and tells us what we would like more of. That is why it might be very hurtful for a kid to touch a warm plate in the kitchen. But that bad experience will tell them what they would not like to do more and what they would like to do. Not touch it, right? And that is the same with your consciousness, that even the bad places that consciousness have stayed, the trauma you were experiencing as a child, it has always, and not always, like it has always also taught you what you would like to do instead, where you would like to be. The problem is, most people, they identify so much with that resting place that they will not leave that place. They will stay around in that place. And in that present moment they have, that is so very precious, the moment right now, right now, right now, they will take the trauma. They will take that old awareness and they will take it back into the present moment and say, it's still me. I still identify with it. And they will keep on calling themselves names as though they were a very bad friend to themselves. So let's move on. You will become what you give attention to. So identity is not inherited. It is something you get from your parents, like because they will put you into a box. But it's also chosen later in life. Proverbs 23:7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. And this is very important with his heart, because it's not a matter of what you think, it's a matter about what you believe. So it's a thought tied with emotion, the belief in that I am this thought. That is what you're going to be. And the Quran, God does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. Right? That's so good. That's so good. Obviously, that is the case. That your external world, the reflection, the condition of a people, your conditions, they will not change until you change yourself. Until you change the point of your awareness, shift it to something so that the external is allowed to change. Simply you are holding your external circumstances back right now. And that is also what I mean when I tell you your manifestations, they need you. You do not need them. They are standing in line just waiting for you. Come on, man. They are begging you, shift your awareness. And that begging will be felt in you by bad emotions. That is the unalignment you feel. So you actually, every time you feel that feeling, you get a hint. The desires are telling you, shift your awareness so you can feel good. Because when you feel good, we will arrive. Okay? God does not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. From the internal to the external. As within, so without. So, the outer world is just a mirror, then. It floats with you, right? Yes. Neville, the world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. From the Quran, to Allah belongs the East and the West. So wherever you turn, there is the face of Allah. The face of consciousness is wherever you turn. The world is going to be whatever you look at. Your place, your resting place of awareness is where it is. No matter where you are, in the East, in the West, it doesn't matter. And that also means that if you can go from East to West, meaning everything, you do not have to limit your desires. You can simply rest your awareness in being the greatest of all time. Like Michael Jordan did. Like Kobe did. Like Kanye West did. Like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg. Like all people that rise to the top, whether you like them or not, they rest their awareness in that place and do not waver, because they know that their awareness can entail East and West. Not, I can only have this, or I can only have that. Nope. If you stay there, it will transform. Luke 9:60, let the dead bury their own dead. Right? And that's the same thing. How can the dead bury their own dead? Because ultimately it's a decision. You need to die to that old identity, and you need to bury it. And it's not new you burying it, because new you is you. A new you will need to lose the recognition of that old you. So it's not, I will be both. I will be connected to that old you. Nope. That old you dies with that old you. There's simply no staying back in that old house of yours. All that you behold, though it appears without, it is within in your imagination. And if you need to become a new identity, which you obviously want to do since watching this video, you also need to know that consciousness awareness, even though it's fluid, it only has one belief about you. Neville quotes the Bible when he talks about the faith of a mustard seed. And it's not the faith as little as a mustard seed. He's not talking about having a little faith. He's talking about having one-sided faith. That mustard seed is always a mustard seed, has never been anything but the mustard seed, and that is what you should do. When you revise your past, when you look at your future, don't, I'm this now, just, I am always this. In this present moment, I have never been anything else. Matthew, you have heard this before, no one can serve two masters, obviously. Anytime you attach yourself to that old identity, you are bringing it to the present moment, sending it more energy, more of your precious currency, the energy you have, the thoughts, the feelings, the awareness you have. So as I told you in the previous video, you must be very disloyal to that old self. Don't attend to it. Don't pick up any calls from it. Don't visit it. Nope. And this is from a hadith, die before you die. If you can die to that old self, you can save the rest of your life. But if you stay in that old self, you will not die before you die. And that's not the place in which you would like to be. And obviously I'm talking metaphysically, right? I'm talking about shedding that old belief of yourself so you can have a new one. So this fluidity that we're talking about, it demands something of you, right? Like fluidity would like to be contained, like water, right? It would like to be in a glass. If you just put it down on the table, it's in every place. And that's, for some people, that's the resting place they would like to be in, like just pure consciousness. But for the sake of this reality where you would like experiences and feelings and thoughts, that's why you are here. Then contain this water. And that's the decision made. That is a demand on your behalf. Where would I like to pick up this water? What is the shape of my glass that will contain this water? And that will need to be collected in one glass, your new identity. Be still and know that I am God. You've heard that one before. Let go of what you think you are and you will return to what you truly are. Awareness is the only reality. You do not see with your eyes, you see through them. And these are all quotes that is pointing to the direction of the source. The God, the Allah, the awareness, the consciousness, the universe, whatever you believe in. But it's the ultimate reflection before anything was reflected. It is the projector, right? It's the thing creating worlds that you are, not you that thinks you are in a specific reality. Because that is just where you are resting your awareness right now. Yeah, Neville has this good one. Assumption, if persisted in, will harden into fact. And that is what I tell you when I tell you to solidify it. Like, it is like you're taking water and making it into ice by putting it in the freezer. You are taking a fluid material, your awareness, resting it on a specific reality. You are rich, you are love, you have this, you have that. And then the universe will conspire in your favor. It will start collapsing these waves into particles, rearranging atoms, actually, in your favor, so you can have a new world. And there will be a pause, It's not reflected on the external immediately, but that's okay because the external reality is merely a reflection. So just stick to that internal reflection. Rumi also said, what you seek is seeking you. That's the same thing. And this I mentioned in a previous video, reality is delayed, as I just told you. You don't live in the past live in you. And don't pick it up. So in the end, fluidity is a gift. But it will remain, or it will require great loyalty on your behalf. It's not that it's easy, or it is. Manifestation is hard when you do it wrong, which is very nice, right? You will realize when it's easy because then you're doing it right. It's simply the matter of deciding. And then my job, obviously, as a coach is to make models for you how to realize this. Because for some of you, it will just be watching videos and just one day realizing, if I just go all in on not believing the external world and just simply creating my own reality inside, then I can have it. And yes, you can. Yes, you can. So I will just leave you with these 4 final quotes and we can get on with the day. And this is very good. Rumi, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Neville, you become what you are loyal to. That's not the exact sentence, but it is what he is stating. Neville, again, the I am is God, and God becomes whatever you attach to that I am. And finally, Rumi, your task is not to find love, but to remove all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. Because the answer is always love. How would you be anything else if you had anything you desire? Because if you are not in the present moment, which is pure love, and you will realize that if you stay there long enough, that you cannot entertain anything else in the present moment. But if you are not in the present moment, if you are not in your current identity, you are in fact imagining. And when you realize it, you will realize that your head plays a trick on you, uses this fluidity. If you do not use it, then your brain will use it. Old you will use it to entertain thoughts of the old you, of the past, of your trauma, of things you don't like. So you will take that water, that fluidity, and you will use it to fill up a new glass, your new identity. And some of the time you will rest in that new identity, but for the rest of the time, you will stay in the present moment knowing that any time your awareness leaves, you will only allow it to leave in that new desired reality. You will not allow it to leave into the old identity. Stay in that present moment. Feel the love. Know that everything is going to work out. If you stay loyal to the fact, the knowing that everything is going to work out. That's a good summarization, I think. Believe that belief is the only thing to do. There's no work left to do for you. Where would you like to move your awareness? Tell me in the comments, and then get out of here. See you soon.